Hello to everyone. A very good afternoon to this beautiful Saturday over in Malaysia. And welcome to all of you if you are watching first time of this Body Mind Soul live talk show. Welcome to Body Mind Soul magazine page as well as Body Mind Soul festival page. Making sure that you are watching it on this both platform so that all the questions that you have later for our special guests, you will be able to comment and engage together with us. Okay, so once again, a very good afternoon to all of you over here. Yesterday we had an awesome TGIF. I hope all the TGIF viewers are here with me to this afternoon as well, because today we are here to talk about the whole person. It's a concept that have 7 different aspects for creating a success in our entire life. But before I welcome our guest today, let me hear from every one of you over here. How is everyone today? And show me your love, send me your love, as I always do this. Whenever you send me a love, I will ding 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 like this over here to everyone. And also, let me know where you come from. At least, I get to know a little bit, 1 or 2 of you. So don't be a stranger, comment. Yeah, when you're watching this, comment is always best if you're engaging together with me. I had wonderful early morning meeting together with the team of Body Mind Soul, planning for the future of Body Mind Soul, this entire platform. How else can we impact life positively? Can we do it more other ways so that we always hear Body Mind Soul is to impact life positively? What else? Impact life positively, right? So with that, I am very excited to share with you. For those who are the subscriber of Body Mind Soul magazine, congratulations. I just want to let you know that you know what? Our latest volume 27, which is January 2021 volume, Body Mind Soul magazine, is a quarterly magazine. It is already available on the website. So if you are a subscriber, log into your account and download the magazine so that you can start enjoying reading these beautiful articles that the editors have curated and has scouted for all of us to enjoy. Because what it is all about, it is about the seed of new awareness. We have a lot of interesting article. We have, Transform Your Life with Theta Healing. We have the Earth Prediction written by Lemuria Light as well. We have Navigate Your Life with Goddess's Guidance as well. So all of you who are very much connected with Goddess, this is also a very beautiful, beautiful article to read, because it has 8 different goddesses, and I personally love it so much. And what it is all about for this quarter magazine, for the January until March, it is about seeds of new awareness. And if you are following us so far, you can feel that last week we have our live talk to talk about a vegan dietary, a vegan lifestyle together with Chef Dave. It is a new seed, right? And my veganuary is still ongoing, yeah? And of course, second, today we are here, we have Sean, which is our guest speaker, to share with us the whole person. It's a concept, creating success for our entire life. I would say it's rather quiet. Can I have some comment on the chat box? And if you don't want to comment, it's okay. At least you click the share button and share out this live talk together with all of us. Yeah, let me get our admin to start rolling out. Welcome everyone over here on the comments so that we can get the hang of it. So if you're waiting for Sean to come up, bear with me just a little bit more, because I have good news to share with everyone. Next slide, please. I have the next slide. This is good news. Let me see. Yes. You know what? We are very, very happy that Body Mind Soul once again reunited together with Robert Hadcockson, our beautiful international best-selling new age music composer. He is going to conduct a live concert for a new beginning, bringing us beyond the veil, prepping us together for this new beginning. Isn't it in alignment with our Body Mind Soul magazine talking about seeds of new awareness, right? So, and you know what? This concert is a ticketed event, okay? It's a ticketed event. And the ticketed pricing, you can see USD $11, USD $22, $33, if I'm not mistaken. It is all the same. It's the amount that you wish to donate, because the proceeds will go into a charitable organization focus on music segment for children. So you will be receiving impactful music experience through with Robert. At the same time, you are impacting the life of the children who loves music and art. How good is that? Isn't it very good that you get to experience a good I would say music, like ear orgasm in a way, with Robert's concert for a new beginning. At the same time, you can and you are impacting the children's life. Okay, so I have Lily over here. Hello, Christina. Vivian, waiting for Sean. Michael, hi, sister. Wow, Robert Hadcockson, proceeds go to a good cause, very meaningful. Yes, exactly. And we have shared out the link. Just click the link. You can all have it over here, right? And just a reminder, this concert is going to be conducted on the January of 10th of January, 11 a.m. Eastern Time. 11 a.m. Eastern Time is Malaysia time zone, GMT +8, Monday, midnight, 12 a.m. All right, so meaning it is our 11th January, 12 a.m. Okay, so that's the difference, yeah? All right, so I can see everyone is waiting. I have Ho over here. Good afternoon, Christina. Thank you. So do one thing for me as right before I welcome our guest over here. Do one thing for me. Click the share button and share out today's live, because we are going to talk about the whole person. It's a concept creating success for your entire life. So warm up your palm once you have clicked the share button. All right. This is what I always do. Warm up your palms and clap, clap, clap together with me so that we can welcome our guest speaker today, Sean Yap. All right. Sean from the Malaysia $1 Million Roundtable Country Chair. Sean, unfortunately, your mic is mute at this point of time. Can you please maybe unmute yourself a little bit? Yes. Hello, Sean. How are you?
I'm good. How are you, Christina? Good.
I'm very happy
Yes.
that I can pronounce Malaysia $1 Million Roundtable Country Chair fluently.
Good, fantastic.
We
I'm
were
wishing
just
all a
joking.
happy new year. Yeah, wishing
Yes.
all a happy new year, and thank you for having me here today to share with you all. Now, Christina, you wanted to say something?
Yeah, because I want to tell the audience why I'm so proud of myself that I can say Malaysia $1 Million Roundtable Country Chair, is because right before the live, like 5-10 minutes, I'm still having problem to pronounce Malaysia $1 Million Roundtable Country Chair. But once it's live, oh my God, it's so fluent. I'm so happy. So, Sean, thank you for wishing all our viewers Happy New Year, and it is still in the Happy New Year mood. Yesterday I shared with the audience, during the TGIF, are we back on track, right? And Sean, we have quite a few comments over here. Hi, Christina and Sean from Guardians of Mother Earth Global. We have Michael Wong. Hello, Sean. We have Vivian Low. Big clap to Christina for being able to say fluently. Yes, I'm very proud of myself. And we have Ho over here. Hi, Sean. Yes. So, Sean, since I keep telling everyone $1 Million Roundtable, right? What exactly it is about $1 Million Roundtable?
Well, a $1 Million Roundtable is a premier association for the life insurance and financial professionals recognized worldwide. It was formed in the 1927 in the US by initially 32 of the life insurance practitioners who were top producers. They got together in 1927, and all of them actually have sold USD 1 million worth of and more of worth of this life insurance policy back then. That was
Wow.
many years ago, close to approximately 90 plus years ago. So you can
Wow.
imagine those are very big value. And they got together and they have a dream. They say they believe that in order to receive must give first. So they
Wow.
dream of a forum, which is a learning platform by exchanging ideas. And the belief by exchanging ideas, people and the community and the industry will grow better and better, because only by sharing that information and best practices for the clients, for the insurance practitioners, for the industry, for insurance companies will be, will work very well. So the industry is a very unique industry, which is a life insurance industry per se, and everybody got together regardless of company, nationalities, and ethical background, ethnic
Mm,
background. So
mm.
they do have also a diversity statement whereby they cover diversity, equity, and also inclusion for all the members. Now, ever since then, once the MDRT Million Dollar Roundtable Association was formed, it has been lasting for so many years, and every year they have annual meetings for exchanging ideas, and all people, all life insurance practitioners and financial professionals will get together to share their ideas selflessly. So it's a wonderful platform whereby there is no competition, and work is very harmonious. So all the members will learn from each other. Now it is a recognition, worldwide recognition, signifies the top 2% of the life insurance industry. So it
Wow.
represents the highest professionalism,
Mm.
the best ethical conduct, as well as outstanding customer service. So it is a standard of excellence in the life insurance industry worldwide.
So can I safely say or make that assumption
Mm.
that if any life insurance agent that we come across with, if they are MDRT recognized, they
Mhm.
fulfill all these criteria. How can one life insurance practitioner or agent can join a Million Dollar Roundtable and become a member of Million Dollar Roundtable?
Well, in order to join this premier association, the, an insurance practitioner have to achieve sales productions up to a certain level. There will be benchmark, and this benchmark varies in countries to countries, depending on the
Mm.
local economical factors and also other factors that is taken into consideration. Now, by saying so, only 1 to 2% of the whole industry of the practitioners are qualified to join this association. So when they reach that certain benchmark, whereby they have served enough clients with enough sales production, then they can apply for the membership, and it's have to be reapplied on annual basis.
Wow. Okay. So for all the audience on the floor, if you have any question about MDRT, because it was I didn't know about MDRT Million Dollar Roundtable until I got to know Sean, and when he mentioned about this, and I believe it is a all the members of MDRT, all the events that you organize, they are all volunteer based, right? It is all volunteer based, right? Correct, Sean?
Yes, there are actually many activities, such as every year they will have annual meetings and now global conference in the Asia Pacific region. And these meetings, of course, for members to participate, they have to purchase the entry ticket. But there will be a lot of volunteers working in the annual meeting and as well as global conferences, whereby they do the service, to serve the community, which is, in this case, MDRT community.
I see. And
Mm.
also because, as the Malaysia country chair, Sean, and you talk to us, when we approach you for the live talk, we believe there is some certain qualities from MDRT that maybe you can share with us, right? So one of it that you talk to us is, this is now really about the live talk topic, the whole person. So,
Yes.
Sean, what is the whole person and how does it relate with MDRT in the end? When you
Well,
suggest to us, why don't we talk about the whole person? It really interested. It's very interesting, and it kind of like make us like, oh, come on, let's do this. This will impact life positively and will impact Body Mind Soul audience as well. So, Sean,
yeah.
let's you take away the floor, please.
Yeah, well, apart from being a professional and exceptional premier associations worldwide, in the life insurance industry. Now, they also have the MDRT also encourage all the members to practice a whole person concept. Now, this is a special concept introduced by Dr. Mortimer Jerome Adler in 1961. So where he is a philosopher and an educator, and he brought in this concept to strike a balance in all aspects of life. Basically, in short, in layman term, is work-life balance, so that we can, live a more fulfilled, more balanced life, and a well-rounded, balanced lifestyle for everybody. Now, not just for members. In fact, I believe everybody also can practice this whole person concept, and therefore, I would like to share more about the whole person concept. Now, this is a foundation for ongoing happiness, loving family relationships, strong friendships, self-confidence, good health, financial security, and of course, intellectual fulfillment. So it is an all-rounded type of a life that one person has ever admired and dream of.
Okay, so it's like an all-rounded. That's why it's called the whole person, right? How does
Correct.
this whole person concept, Sean, inspire you or help you in your life? Before we
Well,
go into one aspect by aspect, I really,
yeah.
curious.
Yeah, well, in the past, many people, especially in the corporate world, I used to be in the corporate world before embarking and joining the financial professional industry. Prior to that, I was an engineer, I was a project manager, then moving up to project director, running, very complex projects. And during that time, in the past of my life, whereby I spent a lot of efforts, just work, many people nowadays have spent a lot of time working and working and working for income, also for the job security because of fearing of losing the job. So, but when I joined the financial planning industry, I thought it will be the same as well, that we have to put in a lot of effort. But it is otherwise. When I was exposed to the whole person concept, whereby a person, apart from generating income by working hard, there are other aspects of life that we have to put in our focus as well. So therefore, I find it very, very motivating. And in fact, when we go through all the aspects of life, then we can realize which are the aspects that we are doing well and we have room to improve, and therefore we can do a balancing of our life much more easier.
I see. Okay, Sean, I have quite a few comments over here. Let me just
Yep.
pull out the comment. I have Shiwei. Hi, Christina and Sean. I have Gyotlin, which is my mom. Hello, Sean. And
Hello.
yes, and we have a question over here. What would be the benefits for being part of MDRT for both clients and the insurance agent's perspective?
All right. Okay. Now for the clients, basically it once you meet insurance agent that is MDRT, basically it represents the highest benchmark of the whole industry. So people are qualifier, MDRT qualifiers or members are all trustworthy, and also they represent the highest standard of excellence in this, meaning they are professional, they have
Mm,
ethical value, plus also
mm,
they have excellent customer service. So, you will find the first level of comfort when you start talking to them. So basically, they are more professional because they have been serving many clients compared to the rest. Imagine top 1 to 2%. Let's say 2%. That means only 2% are qualified in a class of 100 students. So they are the best of the best. They are the cream, top of the cream. Now, for the insurance agents, is also a benchmark that all the life insurance agents are going after, because it is just like, when we back in school, you would like to be the top 5, top 10, and so forth. So this actually represent your efforts. So when we work very hard, as a life insurance agent, we put in a lot of effort to serve the clients, to advise the client. At the same time, you get recognition. So it is a level of recognition where you really have delivered your job professionally and very well. in that sense. So it is a win-win for the client as well as for the insurance, as well as the whole life insurance industry.
I believe for the insurance agents also the additional benefits is they get to attend all the forum that organized by MDRT, where you have other top-notch financial planners or those who are in this profession to share their knowledge, to share their wisdom together, and they get to improve themselves another notch up. Yeah, another notch up for them as well. I guess that is one of
Exactly.
the most rewarding of their efforts that they have put in to serve their clients with their hearts and also with their physical and also their services. Yeah. So I
Exactly.
have
Yeah.
over here. I see. Thank you for your explanation. Kudos to you for being part of the MDRT. Yes. So now, Sean, let us get back to the whole person concept. Just now you were saying, Dr. Mortimer. Is it Mortimer?
Yes, that's
Doctor.
right. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Dr.
Mortimer.
Mortimer.
Yeah.
Mm.
So he introduced this whole person concept to MDRT members, right? And and it's to create a work-life balance. It's to
Yeah.
also create success in our entire life. Because when a lot of us, especially what happened last year and is continuing, especially in Malaysia, we are still seeking to create a balance between the work life as well as our personal life, right?
Yeah.
Both are
Yes.
life. And whole person really give a picture of entire. It's like a round whole up, right? And
Yeah.
let us go through the aspect. I understand there are total 7 aspects, and we will go through it one by one and share it together with all the audience. And
Yeah.
for all of you out there, if you have any question along the way to ask Sean, please put it up on the comment and I will pull it out for Sean to answer one by one. We will go through the aspect together and Sean will share with us his personal experience and his personal story. And this is something that you cannot hear it from any other places except Body Mind Soul Live Talk over here. So let us go through relationship. So what is whole person concept about when it comes to the relationship aspect?
Well, a whole person supposed to spend meaningful time with their loved one, like spouse, children, immediate family members, and also friends. Now, friends, of course, will cover also your peers, your colleagues, and anybody around us. Now, they strive to make sharing, love, in terms of the energy and relationship, and mutual respect and openness with that, everybody around them. So you see, sometimes relationship is very funny, So when we put in effort, you will create a better and stronger relationship. So the whole person concept always encourage us to maintain that relationship with people all around us, particularly those who are very close to us, like our family members, especially, and close friends. Then you have friends and peers as well. So that is the first aspect of life where we cannot live without. Every
Mm.
human is just human, and we are not living as an individual. So relationships form very important parts in our life.
Mm.
So for
Yes,
myself,
I'm about to
basically,
go there. How did
no,
you practice this?
for myself, I still do practice to spend a lot of time with my parents. I stay with them. And of course, for people who are very close to me, we keep in touch very often. And that
Mm.
is where we actually share a lot of topics and life experience together. So that is how I practice my relationships.
Can I say, assume or say that because you came across this concept, the whole person concept, when it comes to relationship, you experience your relationship with your family members with more awareness. Is that so?
Yes, that's
It's like
yes,
something that you
correct.
are consciously putting in effort, in a way that
Exactly.
it's no longer, as for me, I'm staying with my parents, right? It's just that sometimes
Mm,
we will take things for granted.
yeah.
We are spending time already because we are staying together with our parents, but in fact that's not what the whole person is talking about when it comes to this factor or this particular relationship segment, it is really spending time to talk to them, consciously, and having that awareness that, yeah, I'm giving my that 5-10 minutes to have that bonding together with you. And this is what the concept is all about, that connection, right? Like what you say, human needs that kind of connection, especially
Exactly.
now we have a lot of virtual meetings, we have a lot of virtual connection. We still yearn for that physical connection, and this is one of the areas that whole person introduced to us. Can I conclude it that way, in a way?
Yes, yes, exactly. Sometimes it's just a reminder to us, be it, 5, 10 minutes or a short period of time, it deserves our attention to, to focus into that relationship. Just put everything aside and focus into the bonding with our loved ones.
Yeah, so that also reminds me, some of my friends, they really put a lot of effort to build the bond with the friends, right? Or
Mm.
the co-worker colleagues, right? Some, they neglected their family. So this is a reminder that all relationships are equally important for us to have a balanced life. I really like this concept. And we have
Mhm.
Michael over here. Sean, you're a good man, taking care of your parents. 2 thumbs up. All right. Yes, and let's go to the next aspect of this. It's about health. So,
Yeah.
what is this all about?
Well, as we all know, health is the most important wealth in our life. So it is something that we cannot ignore. And how to live a balanced life with a good health is always to start with physical exercise as well as diet. So these are the two basic things that I always juggle around to make sure I'm more healthier. So, I'm a vegetarian that for the reason of compassion for animals.
Mm-hmm.
And in terms of exercise, I also do like I'm a passionate ultra marathoner. I like to run long distance. Now, any distance more than 42 kilometers is called ultra marathons. And the longest distance that I have run and completed was in about 2 years ago in 2019, end of 2019, just before the pandemic, with 172 kilometers. So when you
Ooh.
have passion in doing something, that is where you will put in more effort, to do it. So everybody will have different type to maintain their health. It can be indoor gym, or yoga practices or whatever it is. But apart from physical workout, so we sometimes have to take care of our diet as well to be mindful on what we are eating. Yeah. So that is how I practice. I'm a vegetarian ultra marathoner. Uh,
Wow, 172 kilometers.
yeah, yeah, yes, yeah.
How
I
long did
spent.
you finish the
Yeah,
entire?
it took me 44 and a half hours with almost about 15 minutes of nap twice in between. So the whole journey was running and walking and running and walking. So it is a hobby, and it was a trail running. So meaning it was a cross country type of running in the mountain. So it's very
Wow.
challenging, but it's very interesting and fulfilling once we have completed it.
I believe this. Um, was it a hobby for you at the first, in the first place, that running is a hobby for you? That
Running,
how you got into a
I started
marathon?
to pick up the running as a hobby about 10 years ago. So it was not too long. I didn't I did not start to run from young all the way through. But after working in corporate worlds, I find it is a very stressful life. Sometimes I need some physical workout to balance off my life. So therefore, I embarked into running. Started with 5 kilometers, 10, then 21 kilometers, and 42 kilometers, and more and more. So I always started with smaller distances, not embark to the long distance from the beginning. But when you have interest and passion in doing something, then you will keep doing it. So, and
Hmm.
looking at the event that I've completed, also it comes with a lot of tiny practices along the way.
Wow. And you know, this is very inspiring, Sean. I also want to ask the audience, you know, after hearing Sean sharing about the relationship aspect as well as the health aspect, he found his hobby from running and then making it into something that really sparked his life, really sparked joy in his life, and going through all the challenges to finish the marathon and become an
Ultra
what
marathoner.
ultra marathoner. And how about all of you out there? When you hear this, what is that one thing that you feel you can maybe pick up, or you have already picked it up? It's just a continuation, making it into a sustainable thing to have a better health, or to practice this whole person concept for your relationship part as well as for your health part. Share with me, what will you do, or what you intend to do after listening to Sean sharing about the marathon. And I have over here Mabel Kwan, quality time and connection with anyone we love and care. Ho, well said, Sean. And Vivian, wow, Sean, 172 kilometer, you are amazing. I'm definitely not a runner. So Vivian, what else will you do for a better health? Because health is not just the physical exercise, it is also the diet, things that we put into our mouth as well. And we have over here for you, I run 1 kilometer, punch it already, and you completed 100 plus kilometer. I tried the 5 kilometer marathon. I wouldn't say it's a marathon,
Run.
it's just a 5 minute
Yeah.
5 kilometer run. After that, I have a swollen leg, and therefore I know running is not my thing. And I do something else. I like rock climbing, and it's been a long time
Mm.
I did not visit the rock climbing gym. You know what, Sean, as you were saying about
If
this, it reminds me I really need to also balance this side of myself as
Yeah,
well. Yeah.
it may be a time and a good reminder for you. No, it doesn't really matter what kind of physical workout is that. It can be a yoga, it can be a swimming, anything that you feel comfortable and enjoy. The key is you enjoy and have passion doing it.
Yeah, so that's what the whole person concept is all about. It's really, at the same time, you are practicing to have a good relationship, to have that bonding, and you must enjoy. Yeah, I love that. I
Yeah,
have Lily over here. I definitely want to begin yoga again after my ankle heals. I have
yeah,
Vivian
please do
going bigger
so.
for health and compassion. We have, wow, Sean, you don't need car to go out station lah. That's a very good one. So Sean, we have shared about relationship as well as health. Let's go to the education aspect.
Yeah.
What is it
Mm.
has to do with the whole person concept, education?
Well, education is about continuous learning, and fulfilling ourselves with more knowledge, with more wisdom. So it can be in different aspects of area. As long as normally what I would share with the general public is that as long as you find something that you have interest and passionate in doing, regardless of what it can be uh, 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 planting, it can be gardening, it can be anything at all. Just when you have passion doing it, bakery, yoga practices. For me, is running. I explore running a lot with different gears and different ways of running. So just go into it and enhance your knowledge and experience in that field. So we call it, it is a pursuit or to enrich our life and live, and also not sometimes not just about ourselves, because imagine when a person is enhanced, then they will be also empowered to enhance people around them as well. So you can always
Wow.
share your knowledge, share your experience with anybody around you.
So
Yeah.
education
So
not necessarily about performance based.
yeah.
I would understand it from this as angle. It is not about a performance based or academic based. It's more about constantly learning something, allowing ourselves to learn, open ourselves to find something that spark joy, and then we go dive into it a little bit more, and then. Well, what you learn, you share with others so that you share the joy with others as well. Yeah. So let me
Yes, correct.
see. I have over here, for me, in terms of health, gardening. Wow, so this
Sweat.
is combining
Mm.
the health and the education together. Can do sunbasking a bit while I sweat out a bit. Yes, Christina, I tried half marathon few years back and I got swollen foot too. Understand how you feel. Yeah, mine is not marathon. Yeah, mine is 5 kilometer run, and that's it. I tell myself no more. Well,
Mm,
I do enjoy walk the run itself. It gives me a different experience. It also allows me to learn something as well along the journey. You know how it is for a marathoner to be so persistent to complete the goal. In the end, I feel it's not about the medal, it's not about the timing, how long you finish your run. It is about you not giving up and just making sure that you finish it at the finishing line. It doesn't matter
yes.
what's the result. It doesn't matter your peers is faster than you and waiting for you at the end of the waiting line, because that's what happened to me. Yeah, he waited me for 45 minutes. I'm 45 minutes slower than him because he's a regular marathoner. And he was like, halfway, he said, I think I'll just run first. I wait for you at the finishing line. Instead, okay, go ahead. You know, I'm going
Yeah,
to do my
yeah,
own thing, right? I didn't know 5 kilometer is so long. Okay,
yeah,
so
yeah.
this is one of the things. So I welcome all the viewers to continue share with us. You know, along the way when Sean is sharing something, if it sparked you or it's just give you some ideas that you wish to share with the audience, let us know, because this is part of the whole person concept education sector. So let us move
Mm.
to the next sector, which is career.
Well, just now we touched about education, which is intellectual development. In terms of career, this is what we do, day in, day out to generate, a living, or to some people, and of course, income to many other people. So, well, career-wise, it is for the whole person encourage us to be more productive and more efficient in what we do. Now, and many times when we say, oh, we work very hard, we spend a lot of time in our
Mm,
career, then what we have, the expectation by the general public is that then they will spend a lot of time in their work, but neglected a lot of other things or other aspects in life. But in the whole person concept, it is just the other way around. It
mm,
actually encourage and allowing and empowering the members or anybody who practice this to work more efficiently. Now, in the MDRT community and many MDRT members, in fact, they work more and more efficiently, meaning they are so efficient that they only spend limited time throughout their life, because there are still other aspects of life to take care, whereby they still achieve very outstanding performance in their career. So that is where how we enhance ourselves to do things that we do daily more efficiently. So that is about the career. So we look into how to improve our the way we do work, and not just that,
mm.
but also encourage and influence people around us to do the same as well. So eventually, people are very efficient all around, not just for ourselves, but all around us as well. So therefore, sharing ideas is one of the great, important elements in that, because when you have good ideas, share it out and practice it, so you can achieve an outstanding performance. So, and
So
this is practiced very commonly in MDRT community, because remember, the MDRT is an association where we believe and create a forum to exchange good ideas and best practices with all the members. So we will only learn along the way the better and better idea that is practical and appropriate to the current situation.
if that's the case, can I ask, like, how did this concept, or this particular concept in this aspect help you in terms of your career, Sean? Personal experience or some stories that you can share with us?
Well, remember that we have a platform that always exchange ideas. So when we approach any MDRT members, they will share with you selflessly and openly, without any hidden agenda. So that is where the community works very well with a full openness. So, and that is where when we can pick up the best idea, the best practices without going through all those obstacles and challenges, because people has gone through that and share with us their findings, their experience, and we learn from experience. And by learning from others people's experience, we become more productive. And that's where I have been benefited through this learning process, where I pick up points and pick up ideas and pick up ways of servicing clients and practice it, and to benefit my
Mm,
clients and people around me as well. And
mm,
I do sharing also openly most of the time, and in fact, whenever I can, and when I'm invited to do sharing, I will share everything that I know, because I believe that knowledge that we and experience that we have accumulated will always be useful to others. And at the same time, remember there is a tagline or a belief by MDRT community, the association, for one to receive, one must give first. So we always believe by giving, we will be the recipient of a better reward along the way.
mm. So, if any of the audience have any other questions about all this, do type it in, and then we can answer it. I like the rest as well. Okay, so let us go into another one, which is service. So, what is the difference between service and career over here, Sean?
Yeah, our career is something that we do day in, day out, especially in generating our living and income. A service is completely different. Service is to contribute and to pay it forward to the society, to the community that you are in, without expectation of personal gain. So when we contribute our energy, time, or even monetary, a donation to any charitable organization or community that we are actively in, it is a way of servicing. Now, remember that you introduced me as the Malaysia MDRT, Malaysia $1 Million Roundtable Country Chair. Now, it is a committee all formed by volunteers from of all the volunteers are MDRT members from different companies. We all work together without any differentiation in terms of companies, or boundary. We all work harmoniously with one
Mm,
aim. Yeah, all our volunteers with approval from the HQ in US, and all of us work together by serving the MDRT community in Malaysia, hoping to bring up the awareness of MDRT to the life insurance agents as well as to the general public, so that they are aware on the higher standard in the life insurance industry, as well as maintaining all the MDRT members, because remember MDRT has to be requalified every year. So
mm,
and therefore in Malaysia we also have a platform. We generate meetings for all the MDRTs and non-MDRT members to learn through this platform. So this is a form of sharing as well. And in the past, before the pandemic, all these meetings were carried out in the physical format. So we will have meetings for 2,000 to 5,000 participants, and we will need a lot of volunteers to make sure the sequence, the registration, and all those things. So all those are also formed by volunteers, and those are volunteers from anybody who are participants can volunteer themselves to help out. So this is a way to contribute back to the society, to the community, without any expectation of personal gain. And by serving, actually, it is a process of learning.
mm.
Throughout the serving process, we get a lot of opportunities to learn from each other, to pick up the best from each other. So it is always a good way of paying it forward without any expectation. Now, in terms
Sean, can
of
I stop you here for a little bit? How
yeah,
does this particular aspect impact you personally
well,
about this service?
I also started by volunteering myself in many areas that I have interest in, such as in the body mind soul. I do help out in the back end servicings. When we have festival, I will be a volunteer. So those are the mindset and mentality that I have learned from the whole person concept and from the MDRT community, whereby I started also as a volunteer in the annual in the Malaysia MDRT meeting. So and that is where I've learned a lot of new ideas, met a lot of good people, where the same type of energies always stay together, and they will also pull you up, to a different level. So I always believe by serving, it is a way for the betterment of everybody, including us. Yeah.
So it's kind of like sometimes certain fulfillment we might not be able to fulfill through our career path. We are still doing it, yeah, but maybe that fulfillment somehow just not appear through our career path. It might appear through service. This service is more of a you can do anything. It doesn't mean you must be tied up with any association. It can be you yourself wanting to give back something to the
Correct.
community. It can be you want to give something to your friends, you want to add values to your friends, maybe you want to share something. So it's about
Mm.
sharing your learning, sharing your values, sharing your, if you have if you can share your physical help as well, or anything. But this is about giving. In the end, it's to give and that you receive as well. That's a very wonderful way of saying it, Sean. Thank you very much.
Correct. In fact, Christina, if you allow me to add in some more. In fact, by serving, our clients, sometimes when we meet the prospective client, they are not our clients, and this mentality also is very important. Without judgment, without expectation, that without any expectation in personal gain, we purely educate and serve and share our professional advice and knowledge with the prospective client. So this mentality also helps in our industry.
That is
Mm.
very nice.
Yeah.
And let me see. We have comments over here. Well
Yeah.
said, Sean. By serving, it is a betterment towards society and also to ourselves. We have a question over here. In terms of career, what I understand from whole person concept is to help an individual to perform better at work life, knowing the right questions to be it towards clients so that can serve them better, co-workers, so that we work more efficiently. Am I right? I don't really
Well,
understand this question, or maybe Sean, you can help a little bit.
well, in terms of career, we always find the best way to deliver our result. So it is a continuous improvement through education, and through relationship with our colleagues. So therefore, it is all interrelated. And when we find ways to do works or deliver the result more efficiently, then we are more productive. So in short, is that to be more productive.
Yep. Okay, so
Mm,
let us go to last two of the
mm,
aspect of the whole person concept. We have
mm.
financial. So what is it about financial, Sean?
Well, a whole person know how to live within their means and to enjoy and share the fruits of their labors and plan and implement programs of protecting, accumulating, and preserving their wealth. So therefore, financial is a whole is a lifelong process. In short, in layman term, remember we have to plan for our retirement, but
Mm.
apart from planning for our retirement, we also have to mitigate risks along the way in case of some pre-existing risks like illnesses or accident. Even death can happen anytime. Life is a constant change. So all those have to be put in place, a plan as a cushion for us to achieve peace of mind. So financial, of course, when we have generated income, we don't spend more than we earn. That is also very important in order to make sure we live a life that is meaningful and fulfilling. So financial is basically to make sure that we take care of our financial planning aspect of it, as well as for as an insurance agent. or as MDRT members, we also make sure we take care of our financial in order to help the client and give appropriate advice to the client to take care of their finance as well.
How do you practice this?
How do I practice this? Now,
Mm.
I always make sure, I do not spend more than I earn. That is for sure. That is number one. Secondly, also I have a long-term plan for me to accumulate my retirement fund. So the retirement fund is best to start as early as possible, be it very little. So it is just like leveraging bit by bit. Over time, it would become more and more. But that is where we need it more when we retire, because nobody works till the end of life. So we will enjoy while serving, while living our life. But at the same time, we have to make sure financially we have the financial security along the way. So that is where, as a insurance or life insurance practitioner, I do help my clients. And more importantly, there are many plans outside that they can help the clients, and not necessarily just the insurance, which is a protection itself. There are also investment too, and also these distribution tools, which is to use will and trust to make sure when anything happens, everything has been planned accordingly already.
I have over here a comment.
Yeah.
Well said, Sean. If any agent approach me with an intention to close sales, I'll prefer if my needs are being understood. Yeah, at least
Yeah.
now we know what's the right question to ask. But it's very interesting when you talk about financial, the whole person concept. It is really about having a plan for yourself in your life. It can be something that you have not achieved right now, but it's always best to have a plan, whether you want to go through it in any other way. You can through investment or through savings and whatsoever, but also to cultivate your personal habits. One of your personal habits, I pick it up, is you have the habit of not spending more than what you earn. So not everyone understand this, especially nowadays. Credit card is very convenient, and so this is serve as a very good reminder. And I believe we need to go to the next one, which is about spiritual. So Sean, in your own words, what is, after you have experienced so much with with the whole person concept, when it comes to relationship, when it comes to health, education's, career, service, and financial, I believe more or less you might have gained something, because when you were sharing with us, you really shown the aspect of you walk the talk to practice whole person concept in your daily life, in your daily routine. So if any one of you out there, audience, if you feel, let us just continue a little bit more. It is the spiritual. Then I have a question to also ask everyone later. So Sean, in your own words, what is, well, after you have experienced it and you taste it a little bit, the whole person concept, when it comes to spiritual, what does it mean to you? What does it mean to you?
Well, spiritual is the well balance of body, mind, and soul, which is similar, which is exactly the magazine is all about body, mind, soul. So it's to strike a balance between the body, mind, and soul. Now, spirituality is in the whole person concept. Whole person live their life according to their faith and strive to grow spiritually while helping others also toward greater fulfillment. So therefore, I find it spirituality is something that we cannot ignore out of all the physical, 3D world. So this is where, everybody may have different practices. Some people may do meditation, somebody may do even yoga, in the sense of helping them to grow their spirituality. So there is no one way for all, but it is very important to have this belief and faith in our life, to that we can always rely on in terms of having facing any challenges or any changes in life. Life is always up and down. always full of excitement, I would say, just like heartbeat. You have up and down, and we have gone through 9 months, coming to 10 months of this pandemic already. Very soon it will come to a year, and we have moved into the new norms. But without a person growing or fulfilling in terms of spirituality, I think people will become very
Lost.
lost. Yes, exactly. Especially when now a lot of way of working has been changed. Working from home, where the time of working is all blur. I've heard that many employers thinks that the employee can eat lunch anytime, so therefore they can work even longer because you can just grab a lunch and carry on with working. So therefore, to balance off, the stress and the challenges in life, spirituality is something that I find very useful and very powerful in balancing and cleansing our life, our heart, and our soul.
How about your own personal experience, Sean?
My
What is that?
personal.
Yeah, what is that one thing that, like what you say just now? It's very important for a person to have their belief and their faith, that it becomes the anchor in their life. How about yours? What is your belief and what is your faith? And also, I really want to know from the audience. How about the audience? While Sean is sharing his belief and faith in a while, how about all of you out there? What is that one thing that you truly believe in and you have faith in, and that is the core that move you in your life? Yeah. So Sean, how about you?
Well, I always believe that whatever we send out, we will receive. People around us will always be the same kind of energies. So I do practice meditation, and also especially when sometimes we get some hiccup in life,
Mm,
and challenges in life, and that is where I look for the higher self, for the answer. And surprisingly, even in the past when I was engineer, do I was a coding engineer, meaning I write some simple software coding, programming, software programming. And whenever we go into our inner self, and deep down inside, we will have answer for everything. Just by going to the subconscious level, the answer will automatically appear. So that is very amazing, and it is amazing that whatever it is in life, we can also go through it. And that is where,
mm,
when we go into that practicing of spirituality, no, it can be different way of practicing. It doesn't really matter, but it really helps us to cross over.
Sean, we have gone through 7 aspects, right? How do you practice all 7 in your daily routine life? Your personal experience. I'm sure. I'm sure. All the viewers here. As he had shared with us, the relationships, health, education, career, service, financial, and spiritual. I was also looking and reflecting in myself, because you say it's a reminder of this whole
Mm.
person concept. It is a reminder for us. It serves as a ground for us to revisit and reflect, which side of us, which side of our life, or which pie of our life that we need to kind of put a little bit more attention. We need to put a little bit more effort, because we have been maybe putting a lot of effort in career, putting a lot of effort in financial, but we've forgotten about our health, we've forgotten about our relationship. Yeah, so to all the audience out there, maybe you can share with me which side of the pie you feel, yeah, I think that is the room to improve. Yeah, by just gauging of your current situation, which part of yours you feel you need to improve. And Sean, um, how about you? When you come across this whole person concept, was it all 7 of this aspect in your life were all balanced?
Certainly not. Everybody is, I haven't seen a perfect person per se. So everybody will have room to improve. But with this whole person concept covering all the 7 aspects of life in the work-life balance, it actually serves as a reminder for us to do a checklist on our score, on our own score, and these scores can only come from yourself. Of course, you have anybody who is close to you and loved one. They may also pinpoint to you, but it is very important for us to be aware that apart from whatever we normally do, which may be career, financial, but there are also other elements that we should not ignore. And in fact, we should pay more attention in enhancing or improving that aspect of life if that is not good enough now, so that we can do and become a whole person. Now, by whole person, meaning it is more complete,
It
So
is
we
more
always try,
balanced. Yeah. It is
yeah,
more balanced.
more balance, and also, more fulfilling, So therefore, it is a good way of reminding us to do a checking on all the aspects of life. And whenever we realize there are ways and room that we can improve, try to spend a little bit of attention in it. And sometimes the process takes time. It doesn't. It may not mean that no, I able to put all the attention in the relationship, and this is not good enough. Bit by bit, with the consciousness, with the awareness that we put in place, that area will slowly enhance bit by bit, and it is amazing to see improvement over time. So these are all lifelong process. Remember, whole person is for the success of our entire life. So it is not just a short quest for this period of time, but it's a quest for the entire life. So even after we retire, when we have changed a lot, when if you have family and children, and the children have all grown up and become adults, so there are also different stage of life where we still have to look into all aspect of life. So
Mm.
I hope everybody can take this as a good reminder to become a better person and better version of yourself.
And for Sean, for you, how do you really practice this entire whole person concept in your daily life? Yeah.
Well, when with the awareness, I'm very mindful in each area. So whenever anything that I do, I will see which areas that it go into. Now,
Mm.
normally whatever we do, it will go into one or two aspect of life. Sometimes overlapping. So that is where we can just do as you feel comfortable. And
It's
by
like a
having the
compass for you.
Exactly, it's like a GPS. So by having the mindfulness in doing everything in life, in short, it is equivalent to living in the present moment. And this is the checklist, is the dashboard where we have the scoring for ourselves. So whatever we do, we should have a well balanced score on all the seven aspects of life.
And I also want to inform all the viewers, if you want to really dive in to understand more about the whole person concept by Dr. Mortimer Jerome Adler, you can always Google it. It's something that is open to the public. It's not something that's exclusive for $1 Million Roundtable. It is really something that, benefits to us in our daily life as well. I have a comment over here. I believe having faith will make us move forward and not dwell into our issue, especially times like this, like having salary cut. At least through faith, I know this will pass too. Yeah, so this also falls under our financial as well as our career. You see, so like what Sean says, sometimes certain incident or certain activities, it is not exactly only one pie of the whole person concept. It has two pies of the whole person concept. We have Vivian over here. Yes, indeed, need to balance on different areas at different times. And also here, checklist. Yep, it helps in monitoring our improvements. Balanced person, happy person. Yes.
Yes.
And with that, I would say, it's really come to the end of the live talk. So Sean, if there's just one takeaway you wish to give or share to the audience with your own experience or through your own experience, and what would that be when it comes to the whole person?
Well, life to me is a constant change, and the only permanence is impermanence. So there will be changes uh, all around us. The environment is changing. Now with the pandemic, many things have been changing. So just remember that it is very important to live in the moment, and by knowing the whole person concept now, where there are 7 aspects of life to excel in, we have a clearer indicator and for us to pay attention in. So therefore, live in the moment, pay attention to all the 7 aspects of the whole person concept, and I wish all of us become a better version of ourselves along the way and by practicing the whole person concept.
And it's like what whole Kongfat over here say, yes, like a dashboard, exactly it is. And with that, I would really love to thank all our viewers. And if you have watch us and continue watching us for so long and throughout, I believe you will take home with some pointers. At the same time, still you can still share this live talk so that we can introduce the whole person concept to more people and to more audience. And while you have that 7 aspect, and one of it maybe you need to improve, I don't really see anyone share with me which area of pie. Maybe everyone are too shy to say that. For me, I feel I need to improve personally for my financial side, as well as, let me think, what else? Financial, I think the main thing was the financial that really got me. I'm quite happy with my career, relationship, and also the rest. Financial is something that I feel is need more attention to. Yeah. And you know what? With all this awareness that you had, and like I shared earlier, if you join us, join Robert, I believe you will get more. And just a reminder to all the viewers, Robert Hackerson is going to conduct a concert for a new beginning on the January 10, 11 a.m. Eastern time. Make sure that you click the link that we have shown you from our admin. You can click the link, or I'm showing you over here, and also our the link are all pinned on the comment box, and it's when you purchase the ticket, the proceeds goes to a charity. It's for a good cause as well. So let the concert impact you, at the same time you impact someone else's life, and therefore you are practicing one of the segment of the whole person concept, which is the service. All right, under the service,
Yeah.
you receive, you give, and you receive. So over here, Sean, you're an inspiration. Thank you for sharing. So with that, I would like to say thank you, Sean, for sharing with us the whole person concept, and also explaining it with us and giving us your own experience. And with that, I would like to say goodbye to everyone, and we will see you next Friday, TGIF 9 p.m. Malaysia time, as well as Body Mind Soul live talk show on Saturday at 3 p.m. Next week, we have a very, very interesting topic about spirituality. So with that, thank you, everyone. And I will say goodbye to all of you.
Thank you. Bye bye.